Welcome to Locker Code, where football is not just fantasy, but our reality, where you can express your excitement, your tensions, or even frustrations about the games, your team, your league, and performances of players. Let's go! Oh, what's good? Boys are back.
Yo.
Yo, what's going on, y'all boys, man?
Chilling, man.
Yeah?
Hanging in there, bro. Hanging in there.
I heard Julio going to the Dolphins.
I heard about that too.
I knew you was going to say that. and let's get it started. Being that you said that, when I saw all the news, right, I'm like, I know Charles is going to talk about Julio going to Dolphins.
just said I heard.
And the funny thing is, he was dogging how Julio was done. Julio was trash. Julio is not the same.
I
don't want to hear no Julio. You did that
in fantasy.
You
did
did
in
that.
fantasy season.
You did
You're
that.
in the fantasy season.
You
That's
did that.
That's exactly
He's
what
like,
you said.
Julio is done. Julio, and I was like, watch the show. First thing he's going to be like, Julio needs to go to the Dolphins.
I said Julio, to me, is not a first-round pick. That's what I said. I say he's not
a first-round pick in fantasy.
In fantasy,
if he goes to Dolphins, he'd have hands down the best receiver there.
Oh, hands down. No issues.
Okay.
Waddle's next. Fuller and
you don't have Parker.
What about Parker?
Where's Parker, man? Like, how you sleeping on Parker?
That's what I was going to say. Fuller and Parker in the
Dude,
same page.
I need to take it. I think I need to take your Dolphins
Let me
card,
tell you
man.
something. He ain't going to the Dolphins.
Nah,
He ain't. His contract is too crazy.
Listen.
And that's like putting a lot of teams out of the realm. But we're gonna get to that in the news. Let's talk about what we do. How was our weekend, man? Like,
Started with
I know. You started with the nonsense.
My bad.
You just had to say that.
Yeah, I had to, bro. I had to.
If it's up to you,
see, that's why I was so
everybody
hyped
goes
to
to
start the show. Let's go. Yeah, bro. How was the weekend, man? What'd y'all boys do? I know some people lost some money, some made some money.
Friday night I hang out with this dude and his fam. Good time for sure.
Yep.
That was really good. And Saturday, man, I host a poker night at the crib. Got a great turnout, man. A really good turnout. We had like 2 tables going, and we went long because people start showing up from like 5 o'clock, and I chef it up. So a lot of people, ate all that stuff, and then we start playing and just drinking and hanging out and all that stuff. So it was great, man. It was a really, really compact weekend, but it was all fun.
So I showed up to his house. It was like 4 people. I left, came back. 30 minutes later, the whole table was full.
Dang.
Literally in 30 minutes, the whole table was full. I was like, damn, where am I going to sit?
Dude, we actually, because you said you're going to be back in like 20, 25 minutes. So we were like, all right. And you say you wanted a particular chair. So we were like, all right, that's Paul's chair. If you notice, you got your chair. Like I didn't. You only played there for like 2 seconds, and then we shipped you off to the next table.
It was the most people turnout
we've seen in a long time.
You had a couple people that I didn't even know. I'm like, does this dude that showed up from off the street? Like, there was a couple dudes I got to ask him about after the show. They just showed up on the street.
Gotta get everybody in, yo.
Yeah, we'll talk about that, man. But it was
fun. It was fun. Fam was in town, partied. That was good. Shout out to Keisha, the chef. She was dope. If you want her information, reach out to us. Hands down, one of the best chefs.
Caterer, man.
Yo,
best caterers, best
Keisha
chefs.
murdered the catering?
Yeah. Remember, he was kind of skeptical because he didn't know, but
she
came through and impressed.
The jerk chicken egg rolls fire. The chicken and waffles fire.
The setup.
Jerk chicken egg rolls. Yeah, there is a thing, and it's dope.
God dang.
It's
and
dope.
the setup was good.
setup was beautiful. So definitely hands down the best chef in South Florida.
That's what's up. I follow her on the Facebook. She has
and IG, and she always be showing her dishes and all that stuff. And
Shelly, boy, I was like,
she's dope, man.
Non-vegan me? Yeah, I would have never entered.
Oh, we had some non-vegan stuff too.
Really?
They loved it.
No, she does everything.
Yeah.
She does everything.
You ain't saved me nothing?
Nah.
All of a sudden, y'all vegan that day.
I don't need to put her business out there, but she actually, one of her clients, like one of her weekly clients, because we talk all the time because, we're talking about getting into business. So one of her clients is vegan.
Right.
And only do fresh vegetables and fresh food, period. So it's either home good, home food and stuff like that, all right? But yeah, because of that, she had to learn a bunch of vegan dishes and stuff like that because she has to keep it. You know, she has to keep switching it up and all that stuff. So, and she has this client. The client's in South Beach somewhere, and she has this client for the past year.
That's what's up.
That's dope.
So whatever you're looking for, you pescatarian, whatever it is.
Shout out to Moments too, man. I know if you're in the South Florida area, it is a dope local spot. Good music,
in the heart.
Good vibe. Yeah. Especially if you're on the West Coast, it's not like, when I say the West Coast, like if you're not in if you're west of the 95, west of the Turnpike, it's a good place for the people that live out in Springs, Pines, Miramar, Davie, those areas that don't want to drive all the way out to downtown Fort Lauderdale or Miami. It's a dope spot on a Friday and a Saturday night. Good music, good vibes. Bottles are reasonably priced as well.
Yeah,
cheaper than most places, you know.
And then not only
it's
that,
under 200.
and not only that, man, it's accessible because the turnpike is right close to it.
Turnpike is
right close to it.
So
You know how like you going downtown Fort Lauderdale, you have to hit 95. You got to go. You still have to get exit and go way out or stuff like that. You're going to Miami, you still got to go way out. You know what I mean? Wynwood, all that. But it's right there. So shout out. It's one of my spots that I go to on a reg.
Shout out. Yo, we came to school. I have no idea what I did. I ain't even. Yo, the whole time y'all were talking, I'm like, yo, what did I do?
Yo, that happened to me. I think that happened to me last week when I was like, yo, what did I do, man?
I don't know what I'm not gonna fry.
Hey, Memorial Day this weekend. That's a turn up. So.
Man, dude, I don't even want to. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Next weekend, you doing something.
I'm doing something next weekend too. Like, I don't even.
This is a party guy right here, man. He every weekend he's doing something back to back.
Follow him.
He's Drake.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing this weekend though. Like this weekend should be epic. So I have a
Shonda this weekend.
Yeah, I'm not promoting anybody party, but because I don't know where I'm going. They ain't giving me a ticket, so I have to pay like everybody else. So the most I'll say is there's a ton of parties going on. If you like hip hop, if you like R&B, if you like reggae, if you like soca, if you like whatever it is, I'm telling you, if you're not in South Florida, you're missing out. Yeah. You're missing out. South Florida right now, Miami, Fort Lauderdale area is
South Florida.
I can literally. I'm really serious. I can literally name 15 parties that's happening this weekend.
South Florida thinks they're COVID free right now.
We're COVID free. Like COVID never made it down here.
Funny enough, I noticed this entire weekend, no one asked for a mask to enter.
No one is asking.
Yeah.
No one's asking.
Well, I don't care.
It was a mandate from the state of Florida.
I'm vaccinated. So
I'm masked all day, B. I'm good.
You don't go out though.
I know, but still, when I do, I'm masked.
Yeah, you need to hang out, man. Like you need to come out with us.
I told y'all, man. Let's roll.
Lockdown.
You all right with your throat? Your throat's all right? You need some more? You need some more? You good? All right. Don't make me shut the mic off, bro.
Just saying, bro.
Yo, man, let's get into news, man. Yo, this is crazy news, yo. I think we got Julio Jones, man. What do y'all boys think about Julio right now?
I mean, he's a beast.
Yeah, I started. The dude, listen, other than the injuries, man, Julio is
He was injured 1 year, bro. Like, it's funny how the NFL
Nah, it's not 1 year, man. He had the turf toe.
And I'm guilty of this, too.
He had the turf toe, too.
He had turf toe. He wasn't.
Yeah,
it was
yeah, but he's been a reliable guy.
Somewhat.
Like, he's not like a...
What are we talking about, fantasy? Or just
he's not like a Will Fuller. Or
no.
He's not a Fuller. He's not a Fuller.
He's not a Fuller.
Or was it Preston Williams from the Dolphins?
Preston Williams 2 years in a row.
2 years, yeah. Or even a Saquon. You know, like he's not like one of those guys. You know, and I'm guilty of this too. A guy get injured 1 year and you start dogging him. So
see, like I said, with me, it was never about him being injured. I think he's a great player on Atlanta. I think it was just me, just on fantasy football wise. It's like you got him that week and he just drops 50, 60 points on you. And then the next week he can go drop down to like 10 or 12 points, right? And then the next week you got 25 and the next week it'd be 10, 12.
It's just, so
the consistency was
with him, it's always been the touchdown factor. Simply because like he gets the volume, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. And you think about it, he's a big guy. He should be getting it, you know?
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see where he goes. I hear A.J. Brown, is lobbying for him hard.
Everybody's lobbying.
Tennessee can't afford him.
Tennessee can't afford him.
That's
Dallas,
the thing. I think
up,
that's the toughest part about getting him traded is the salary that he comes with. So a lot of teams can't afford that salary. They don't have the cap.
Not that bad though. It's $15 million a year, 38 for the next 3
You have to
years.
remember that. Remember,
every team is almost
the team cap was reduced.
Yep.
That's one, and a lot of teams were either up to the cap or right close to it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and over it. Some teams were over it, like the Saints and stuff like that. They were over it. So with all these rookies that were drafted, they have to pay these rookies. You have to have money, and that's gonna go against the cap. So a lot of teams are like, and that's why Atlanta is trying to get rid of him because they haven't signed any rookies yet. So they can't sign any rookies because they don't have, you know what I mean? Because of the cap.
I want to see how that comes up because they were trying to trade him since March.
Yeah, but they
quiet.
can't.
They were quiet since then, and I don't see them. I don't see them trading.
I know
him for
one team he
second
can
or
go to.
first round.
They have one more week.
He go to Baltimore.
He can go to a lot of teams. They just ain't. Got money. Baltimore ain't got money either.
It's not even about the money
can
for
make it
Baltimore.
happen.
They can make it
Baltimore
happen.
can
Baltimore is decent enough to make it happen, but Baltimore is not really.
He could go to the Colts.
Colts is where he would be fire.
I think Colts have issues with money too now.
No, they're pretty good.
Had the most caps.
No, Colts has money. Patriots has money. That's another team that I've been heard. And San Fran has money. And San Fran has money.
Quarterback situation.
Well, he came out though. He came out and said he wants to play with Cam.
I would go to San Fran though. San
Garoppolo?
Fran. Colts will be my number one choice.
Yeah.
Colts will be my number one choice as well.
I'm a fan of Lamar, even though I don't like him sometimes.
Lamar
I'm a
don't
fan
have.
of his.
See the thing with Lamar,
But I would go to. I would say the Baltimore is second and San Fran is third.
I like the Baltimore situation because realistically, like I said with Julio, all you got to do is just throw the ball. I don't care how bad your throw is, your arm is. He's gonna get it. So
and then there's no one else there, so he's getting like the lion's share, 12 plus.
Yeah,
and then they had Debo and Ayuk.
No. We're talking about Baltimore.
Oh, Baltimore. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
49ers thing is going to be interesting. I think you put him in there. Either Trey's chilling there for a year, or either way, Trey's going to take over and still be able to throw that ball. And Trey can throw that ball.
Trey better start.
No, I don't think
Trey's not starting yet.
I don't think Garoppolo is. I don't think honestly. I don't think Garoppolo is starting 3 games if he stays.
I don't see him.
I can't see him. Yeah. And he made a comment today and kind of hinted that he wants to play now. Like so,
Trey or
no Garoppolo. So that's telling me that he's looking for a trade. I think Trey Lance may start, man.
To New England. Yeah, I think Trey Lance.
Trey Lance is going to start, but he can't go to New England anymore.
He can't go to New England
because if he goes to New England again,
New England's going to mess up their whole team.
Not only messing up their old team, they already have 2 quarterbacks.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're going to release one, and to be honest with you.
It's going
to be Cam.
It's going to be Cam.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. But
I think Trey Lance is going to start.
No, I think Trey Lance is going to start too. I think Trey Lance. You don't trade away
they
like your
traded
future.
For a top.
You trade away your future.
Yeah. He's going to start, dude.
Yeah, you don't trade away your future.
He's clearly better than
coming from Miami. I love it. So you trade all them picks away. I'm good. But yeah, I mean, I get you, but I think you just don't want that situation. What happened to Chicago to happen? Starting a quarterback that. Probably is not ready. Let him chill for a year like Mahomes and
what's
and
funny?
Go crazy. I think he has that power.
Green Bay, I really hate him because if you had not signed Aaron Jones, right, and you kept AJ Dillon, you just played AJ Dillon, which we thought they were going to do.
Yeah.
You would have the money to get Julio Jones.
All right, let's flip it even. I agree with you. Not keep that
Jones.
Running back. Not keep Jones and sign what's his name that went to Williams.
Yeah.
Keep Williams and Dillon because Williams could be the third down back, and then Dillon would be that smash mouth kind of player because he's built like that. Yes, they would have had the money because you didn't have to pay that backup.
Yeah, I think they would have did that
if
they didn't sign Jones because remember it was a last minute signing.
Yeah,
right. So
Jones would have been in Miami.
We both thought that Jones. We all thought that Jones wasn't going to get signed.
I thought Jones was gone.
Because you had AJ Dillon,
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like that's going to be a split backfield, bro.
It's going to be a split.
It's probably going to be a split backfield. But let's talk about the whole Green Bay Packers shit. You kind of transition into it, so which makes it fun.
Your boy's out in Hawaii right now, ain't it?
Yo, did you listen to his interview? Yeah, his interview. He said I don't have any. He doesn't have any problem with the coaching staff. He doesn't have any problem with the team. He doesn't. It's just the general manager.
The organization itself.
The general manager is where his problem lies. He said he wasn't expected to be on the team 2021. He was shocked that he's still on the team.
What I liked today was that in OTA's first day of camp, he wasn't there.
And the wide receivers weren't there.
Wide receivers wasn't there. None of the starters were there. Jordan Love was out there with
the backups.
Not even the backups, like bench.
But here's what I'm gonna say. I'm the Green Bay Packer. I'm gonna be like, okay.
Yeah, I mean it's OTA. You're not gonna think about it until
let's see when training camp start. Let's see what you do.
That's where it's at. It's
when you're getting charged per day.
Yeah, that's what it's out there.
Let's see how many of these wide receivers stick with you at that point.
It's funny. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, OTAs, they make OTAs such a big deal, right? And it's not, bro. The veterans have the option to come to training. Yeah. That's just it. So don't make it a big deal. Oh, and Roger wasn't at OTA.
Okay,
he wasn't there last year. He wasn't there the year before.
But my thing is, if you're talking about Rodgers, let's talk about all these wide receivers sitting out training camp. Let's see what
everybody's sitting out.
A matter of fact, a couple of their salaries is like, $500, $1 million. So that's all going to go back to the organization, back to the league because you want to sit out and prove a point. Hey, man.
Listen, they'll be all right. I think when it starts, I don't know if Aaron is going to be there. And I want to see, they're already trying to compare that it's going to be like a
he already said he just want to play. I think he's going to be there. He
with the GM there?
The thing is, he has zero options.
He doesn't. He has no options.
He has no options.
They're not going to trade.
Right now, the Green Bay Packers hold the cards. He has no say.
Said, Love is not ready.
Right. And the Green Bay Packers said, you're playing. So if the thing is, you retire, you don't get the money, and you can't go back in the league. They own you for the next 2 years, no matter where you go. That's one, right?
I haven't seen a player do it, but players still can come. They still can come to practice and don't give 100%. They still can come to games and don't give 100%.
Right, but you're gonna show not 100% for 2 years to prove a point.
Hey.
They can sit. They don't care. They would like, all right, cool. We get a higher draft pick. We can get a higher quarterback next year. Yeah. That's fine. Mm-hmm. And we'll draft that higher quarterback. And Aaron Rodgers, you can sit for another year. And yeah, you can collect your paycheck. That's cool. That's dandy. But you may not. You may not go to another team.
I don't know, man.
I don't.
It's the confidence in the organization.
The dude
it's the
is
confidence
old.
In the coaching.
I hate to tell you,
He's
dude is old.
Yeah, but
listen, we said that last year,
top 10
and we both said we were like, "Yo, he's old," and then we both.
But we're
said
talking about 2 years in the
gonna
future, though. We're not talking about today. We're talking about 2 years in the future.
You don't know.
Yeah, but
look at Brady's situation.
Yeah, these.
How many of Brady's did it?
Look at Big Ben. Bro.
Brady
He's
did
done.
it. Peyton Manning.
Big Ben is
did
done,
Nah, bro. He's still a starting quarterback.
Big Ben has it. It's just he has to have the other pieces.
The other pieces, yeah.
What pieces does Big Ben need?
The life
Wait,
span
what?
of a quarterback is very long.
They needed a running back. I agree with that 100%. I agree
that line is not that bad.
It's not that bad, but
it was Big Ben's shoulder. It's Big Ben arm. That's why Big Ben fell off.
Look what we talked about. We talked about
in the beginning of the season. He did. I had him on two teams.
Yeah, but they had no running game.
We talked about Brady's arm, right? We talked about Brady's arm.
And
we
Brady
called him
won a
Noodle
Super Bowl.
Arm. He comes back and he had an okay season with Patriots. He comes back and wins the Super Bowl. We're not saying anything about him anymore.
First off,
Peyton Manning situation.
Let me ask you a question. You never thought Brady was going to win the Super Bowl?
No, hell no.
No, hell no.
I remember that. Y'all was talking mad.
Yeah, I called him Noodle Arm.
You called him Noodle Arm.
Yeah, I will definitely admit that. I'm not even gonna. I'm not gonna shy
Y'all got
away
off
from
the
it.
hook on that one.
I didn't see that coming. It wasn't getting off the hook. I just didn't.
No. You're saying
happen.
I get off.
That's what championship talent does.
That's what it does. It's going to do this. Is it going to do it this year?
You don't have championship.
I'm saying, is it going to do it this year?
Neither you nor your Dolphins.
Is it going to happen this year?
I'm just telling you.
So Jeff Wilson,
yeah,
You're gonna have it again. You back to back championships,
back to back, like Drake.
Cool.
So Jeff Wilson got injured in OTAs. So Jeff Wilson got injured in OTAs. He's
on that pup list, right?
Yeah, he's on the pup list. He's gonna miss 6 months.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
Don't draft no one from the
I'm not drafting
Are you
anybody in
serious?
that
from,
backfield.
from that backfield.
Why would you not draft anybody from the 49ers backfield when all they do is
Run the ball. I get you.
Okay,
I'm not saying go get it second, third, or
They can't
fourth.
stay healthy.
Make sure you get the backup of the backup. It's a team that runs the ball.
Raheem Mostert can't stay healthy. Jeff Wilson can't stay
He's
healthy.
out. So forget
Jarrett
Jeff.
McKinnon
He's
can't
out.
stay healthy.
But Trey
Who's the
Sermon
rookie?
is right there.
Then draft him.
At the end of the day,
Then draft him.
If I want to go back, I'm going to Mozart and Trey Sermon.
Listen to this shit. All right. So in Dynasty, right? You have Mozart, right?
Yeah.
All right. You have 2 picks in the first round, right? Yeah. And with your second pick, are you picking
Who? Trey Sermon?
Sermon?
Am I second pick in the first round?
No, your second first round pick. You have 2 first round picks.
No, I'm not getting Sermon.
Why not?
Because there's
You don't want to back up the backup?
I will back up the backup. I'm going to back up the backup in the second or third round.
So,
I'm just letting you know, Sermon will be picked up in the third round.
Funny enough, man.
I have a trade for you for that fifth round.
So
For
For my fifth round?
For the fifth overall.
For the fifth, okay. You talk
the
to me.
thing about
C-Mac?
No. Are you?
you're not getting
This dude.
So the NFL and fantasy football is 2 different things.
Right.
You have to look at it. This is just a gem. You have to look at the team and are they a fantasy friendly team? Like they could be a good football team, which 49ers have showed in their appearance a couple years ago to the Super Bowl, but they're not a good fantasy friendly team. You get what
I
I'm
agree
saying?
with you. Yeah.
Like
Dolphins.
Dolphins is not Dolphins, but like Tampa Bay really is not a good fantasy friendly team.
No,
because
not
there's
at all.
too much. They're a good football team. They have a lot of good names.
Too many pieces going
but
around.
there's too much pieces going around.
Yeah.
Whereas Atlanta is not a good football team, but they're a good
fantasy team.
friendly
Yep.
team.
Yeah.
Colts
Especially with
is-
the passing.
Colts hasn't been notoriously outside of Taylor last year. They weren't a good fantasy team. Hopefully that changes with Wentz, but they're a good football team.
They
Yeah.
also
So
didn't
you
have
have to
receivers
look
back
at
there,
that,
but
you know?
Yeah, you have to
I
look at
agree
that
with you.
and look at the divisions too. Like what are the
division,
what are the defenses?
Who they playing?
Like we covered AFC North last week,
Yep.
and I feel like they have the best plethora of defensive teams in that division. As far as the Steelers, the Baltimore Ravens, you know what I mean? They just have a good cluster of like great defense.
And those teams are fantasy friendly teams.
Yeah, most of
Like
those teams are
Claypool
family.
and Deontay,
Yeah,
there's
they're
a lot
really
of-
I
family
think
friendly.
the problem is that when they play against each other, and that's
It's
8
tough.
games right there.
It's tough.
That's
It
where
is
it doesn't
tough.
become
It is
fantasy.
tough.
Those are usually low scoring games,
Games,
especially
yeah.
like Steelers versus Baltimore. Those are
Yeah.
not like blowout games or anything like that. It's not a lot of
But
fantasy
that's what,
points
2
there.
games a max a
Two-
year.
No,
two-
but it's 8.
And now you got the Colts, right?
Yeah, but you got like
no. Well, Colts is not in that division. I'm talking about you got Browns with the new defense.
Browns,
Right,
yeah.
Browns and
but you got Chubb, you got Jamar
Yeah, but-
Chase who's going to be
Hey,
relevant.
Chubb ain't gonna do nothing when you're going against Baltimore's line.
Yeah, but
Well,
he's going to do
Chubb-
something
Chubb-
the next 12 games.
Chubb career
yeah,
game.
yeah,
Whoa,
of
whoa, whoa!
course. Yeah.
Chubb career game
Was
is
in
against Baltimore.
Yeah, it was against Baltimore. But yeah.
Yeah.
But
And,
you
and I
got
think
those
your
guys.
boy, what's the dude from running back from Baltimore? The young dude.
Oh,
J.K. Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins is going to
Is
be
gonna eat.
Yeah,
He's gonna eat.
eat.
He's gonna eat.
He's gonna eat.
He's
So
gonna eat.
You
it's
let
a
him go, right?
fantasy-friendly division overall.
let
This
him
is
go,
why I think Dobbins is gonna eat. So all right, so you have Gus Edwards. I get it. Gus Edwards is good. Is a good relief back, but Ingram is gone. Like I like what in 2019 is 2019. Damn, time flies. 2019, Ingram and what Ingram and Jackson did, where you can't tell who is gonna have the ball.
You do not know.
Because he'll pretend like he's going to give him, and everybody's going to collapse in the pocket. And
Ingram
sure enough,
was-
it goes.
At one
And
point,
then
Ingram was
at one point, I
sneaky.
started seeing RJ3 running the ball. I was like,
Dude,
anybody can
Ingram,
get
I
that.
think, finished top 10 that year.
Yeah, he did.
Running back wise,
yeah,
yeah.
so I think A.J. Dillon's going to have...
And no one drafted him. He was drafted like 4th or 5th round.
Yeah, no, he's going to have a great season, man. I keep saying Dillon because I thought Dillon was going to be a good... Like, Dillon was a back that I was looking for.
Yeah,
AJ?
yeah, but
AJ?
the whole Aaron
Yeah.
Jones situation.
Yeah, man, I was looking forward to
I don't
drafting
like-
I mean, listen,
I don't
he's still,
like-
I think he's still going to be a back. to
He
look
was
for,
one of
but
my
I think it's gonna be
favorite-
late.
I don't like the whole split
It was one of my
backfield
favorite back at the
Yeah,
end of the
or the
season.
potential split back.
Yeah, he was the favorite. He's one of my favorite
I
back
liked
at the end
it
of the
in-
season.
I'm telling you
Williams,
from now, I'm not drafting
going
Aaron
after that.
Jones if he falls to me, and he probably will because I'm keeping a first rounder. But I'm not.
I'm just letting
taking
you
him.
know, like
I'm not
running
taking
backs, bro. Like based on
I would take
mock drafts and all that stuff that I'm doing.
over.
Oh, yeah,
Adams.
No,
That's
definitely.
different. That's
I get that. But what I'm saying is, like, based on what I'm seeing, bro, draft strategy help you guys. Like, I'm telling you, like, what I'm seeing is, like, after round 2, early round 3, the running backs that are on the
gone.
board,
Yeah, they're gone.
whew, man, it's like, what?
Yeah, gone.
This is all I got to pick against?
Yeah.
The Fournettes that has 10 people in the backfield,
Yeah,
like
Ronald Jones and-
Ronald Jones that you don't know what's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
You
Singletary
you
after what?
Singletary.
You better
Like,
get those
Yeah.
running backs early.
whew, I'm telling you, if you trying to control the backfield, I'm telling you, if you're not and you don't want to draft
Telling you, the
multiple
best
players,
The best position to me is that 12 and 1.
yeah, that 12 and 1, you
12
can
and
get
1, yeah.
2 significant
That 12 and 1. Or
impact
that 11 and
running
2.
backs.
But
And
there's
then-
couple receivers though.
no,
that
there
I
is
think-
a
I
couple
think-
of that
Yeah,
Like
but
overshadow.
Devontae Adams, your Hopkins,
Yeah,
DK
but-
Metcalf, and Calvin Ridley.
But the
Yeah,
thing-
they
the-
overshadow
those
the
four-
running backs. I
those-
get
those
it.
four
They do.
But if
overshadow
you
running
do
backs.
choose, if
If
you
you choose
get
that
if you get a
After that, if they're gone, you gotta go
running
the
backs.
Gibsons of the world.
But
Yeah.
if you do that, if you do go after that Adams not Adams, but the other receivers, then you're gonna be like, damn it, second round I gotta go get a running back. Third round I'm gonna hope there's an actual running back there, and they may not be that starting running back there that's gonna get all that. So but then when you look at receivers, if you go running back, and maybe even running back in the third, you're gonna see a plethora of receivers. You know,
Yep.
like your boy right here, he doesn't like tight ends, so I don't see him unless it's Pitts. I don't see him in the 4th round picking up,
No.
a
You-
tight end.
Listen, I can tell you this, and I will put this on tape so you guys can.
It's being recorded now.
It's recording. I will not take a tight end in the top 5 round in any of my drafts.
I know he won't. He
That's
won't.
it.
And I even think even top 8.
tell you what,
Because
though.
once
That's
once
good.
the
No,
5th
I'll
round
tell
come
you
in,
one thing, though.
once the 5th round come in, they're
if
gone.
Kelsey, which I know he's going to
Gone.
probably be a keeper, and if Waller falls to
Gone.
me,
Gone. He's gone. He's gonna be a keeper.
and
You know.
Pitts, I'm taking him
Pitts may fall.
in the top 5 round.
Pitts may fall. But like I said, this guy may get Pitts in
Pitts
the 4th or
isn't
3rd.
too much. If Julio is gone, oh my
Pitts
god!
is-
If Julio is gone, Pitts
Pitts
is
is gone.
Pitts is getting drafted
Pitts.
in the 2nd round. I
Easy.
promise you, his
Easy.
draft capital.
and it would be by me.
Hey, his draft capital will move.
Yo.
So, like, I'm telling you, if you can buy stocks in
Why
Pitts,
would I not though?
if you can buy stocks in Pitts, this is the time to buy it right
Here we
now.
go.
So you're
Buy
telling
it
me
right now.
you would not draft Pitts in the 2nd round?
No.
Okay. I'm talking to Ronaldo right now. Why? I need an explanation.
All right,
why.
so my explanation is this: the scarcity of running back. We have to start 2.
Yep.
Okay, that's my first thing.
but
That's
you-
the number one thing.
Fantasy
It's nothing
is
else.
hold on. Fantasy is about points. You're talking about a guy with a ceiling to easily.
No, he has a
he-
humongous ceiling.
Yeah,
Yeah, he can
finish
average,
as
like-
the number 1 receiver in a Atlanta offense without Julio Jones. there.
While I agree with that, I have a full roster to fill out.
I got a full roster. And running back is a big issue.
And running, and that's the
if
thing.
running back eats up, then I'm
so
looking
what
at
I'm
running
saying
backs
is,
that's
all
right.
right,
You would
so-
still be
all
able
right.
to get a good running back
No,
in the 3rd round.
no, bro.
You'll be able to get a decent.
You're getting the
So
shared
you wa-
backfield.
okay,
You
okay.
get shared.
No, you're not.
That's the thing that you said we're not touching. Shared.
You're not getting like a DeAndre Swift.
No.
In the third round?
No.
DeAndre Swift ain't making it the 3rd round.
Come on,
Nowhere
bro.
near the third round. DeAndre
Yo,
Swift,
how many players-
Swift is leaving in the
Listen,
2nd round.
Listen. We actually need to do a show on this. How many players are there?
We need to
You
do a
guys
mock
are
draft.
talking
We just need to
about-
do a mock
We need
you
to
guys
do a
are
mock
talking
draft.
like
That's all
this.
we need to do.
We'll do a mock draft.
Either a best ball or a mock draft.
We'll
we
do a
need
mock
to do that,
20,
and
what,
you will
24
see.
players?
And you will see. Yeah,
First, second.
and I'm trying to tell you,
So Swift is in those 24 players.
Yes.
bro.
It's not possible, bro.
Do a mock draft tonight.
Do a mock draft tonight.
Do a mock draft tonight, and
Let's do
you see where
Matter of fact,
Swift
do it
goes.
now. Do it now. As we're talking,
You
do it
will
now.
see where Swift goes.
Yo.
Swift is not making it to the 3rd, bro.
No, dude. Yo.
He's like late 2nd. Like, he's not making it to the 3rd. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, unless you're just gonna change your strategy to go 0 RB, and then you
And
do
you
that
get those
0 RB,
shared
which
running
could be good. Which could be good because we start
won't be
a plethora of wide receivers in our league. But for me though, I'm not okay with that. I need
I
that
need that running
anchor, like that anchor to my team. I need those sure touches. You see me? I need those sure touches each and every game. I need those lone backfields. So if those lone backfields are available to me, I'm gonna take them.
So J.K. Dobbins, you could get. Chris Carson, you could get. In the third.
But you're looking
in the third.
You're looking.
Najee Harris.
No, you're looking at last year points. I'm telling you, like,
dude, you're looking at what they're ranked in the system, not what people are actually drafting.
People are, but then if you're doing that,
a lot of people,
you're leaving some good value.
Yes, value in wide receivers.
Value in wide receivers. Now, if
they're not leaving any value in anything else.
Sanders,
he's not getting drafted until the fourth or fifth.
Nobody ain't drafting Miles.
And you're drafting Miles Sanders in the third. What are you talking about? They just
Sanders ain't trash, bro.
Bro, they just picked another running back and they got multiple receivers. This guy is throwing the ball,
dude,
and he's a runner.
All I'm saying, you could still get a decent running back.
You can get. I'm not saying you're gonna get shit. I'm not saying you're gonna get
Najee. You think Najee Harris is gonna be gone in the first 2 rounds?
I don't know what Najee Harris is gonna do.
All right, so
is he gonna be gone in the first 2 rounds? Najee Harris.
Najee Harris
is what is it? Clyde Hilaire-Edwards was gone in the first round.
Think about that for a second.
He's the hottest thing right now since Clyde Edwards.
Run-happy team.
He's going to be gone.
There's nobody behind him to take the ball from him.
He's gone.
And the only need that they have, and they have a plethora of wide receiver that you have to respect the pass. He's going to eat.
He's going to
Najee Harris is going to eat.
It's literally Pittsburgh Steelers needed a running back last year to do any type of damage. They got one.
Overall pick, I don't see Najee Harris going over 28. Period,
yeah. I'm telling you, he's going to be in a second.
That's 2 rounds in the early third. And that's even pushing it.
Pushing it.
Because I will draft Najee. I'll tell you.
I'll tell you, dude.
I'll draft Najee Harris over Sanders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would too.
I'll draft Najee Harris in the second round.
I will draft Najee Harris in the second round.
There's certain things that I don't respect. Like, so on the site that I'm looking at, I see Metcalf. I see DeAndre Swift being drafted over Metcalf or Ridley. I don't see that, bro, in a normal draft. I just don't. Metcalf and Calvin Ridley are 2 better fantasy players. Easily.
Yo, all right, so this is how people are looking at it.
Is that
it's
you could get
position
an
scarcity.
You get an equivalent. You can't, though.
No, it's not equivalent. It's position scarcity. Like, so think about it this way. All right, Metcalf, I'm just spitting numbers. I don't know. I'm just giving you an average. Right. So Metcalf is probably going to average you, 18, 19 points a game, right? Yeah. Agree?
Yep.
DeAndre Swift will probably give you, I'm going to be conservative and say 15 points a game, 10 to 15 points a game, right? So there's a 4-point difference. So I agree with you. Based on value, he should be above Swift. But if you draft Swift, right, you can get, let's see, A.J. Brown. That's going to give you close to Metcalf number, but you will still have Swift versus getting Metcalf and then you're probably getting Sanders. That's gonna be the gap difference, like a humongous gap difference. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's the position that they're drafting. It's not necessarily their production. It's like, this position scarcity. Like, I'm not gonna get a running back in the future rounds. I know I can get a wide receiver that's may not be Metcalf, but he's gonna be 4, 5, 6 points away from Metcalf. Yep. You see what I'm saying? And that's why it makes sense to get the running back first and then go get that wide receiver versus getting Metcalf, and God, he knows what I'm going to get as running back.
And you may say, you may think about, oh, man, Mike Davis is going to be available. Yeah, we think about how Mike Davis is going to be a red zone person, but what if he's not?
What if he's not? And what if, after cuts, the last cuts come...
The other running back
they pick up a running back or something like that and then split the back. That's a lot of things to think about.
You got to think about that too, because now you're bringing Mike Davis into the red zone, right? You're hoping Mike Davis can do what he needs to do, but I got Pitts.
Yeah, so
exactly. Pitts to catch the ball.
That's the thing, man. It's not necessarily that they're
you think
better.
Mike Davis is a third rounder?
I don't think he's a third rounder, but if there's absolutely no competition,
and I need a running
Atlanta.
Back,
I'm going to get Mike Davis in the third round because there's absolutely nobody else to challenge him.
Yeah.
I would get him
over. If I miss out on him, somebody else is going to get him.
Dude, I would get him over a Sanders because Sanders now has
competition.
That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking for lone backfields. That's my draft. If I find that there's no lone backfield, and all right, so hypothetically speaking, right?
Got to get to AFC South Division.
I know. Let me close it out with this. So hypothetically speaking, right? I don't draft tight end high because I look at position scarcity, and I get it. Tight end is it's only one I can start, right? So I just it's only one. if I lose points there, whatever. If I gain points there, great. So I look at that.
Well, your expectation is like, everybody has their expectation of how many points each
player's got.
each position should have.
So, all right. So if I look at if you take, for instance, if I have Sanders falling to me in the 4th or 5th, right? If Sanders falling to me in the 4th, and I know it probably won't happen considering what you just said, and then Waller falls to me in the 4th as well, and I have the choice.
Falling to you.
I know, but I'm just giving you a hypothetically. No, I'm just giving you a hypothetically. I'm just giving you a hypothetical.
I'll tell you that for now.
No. I'm just giving you a hypothetical.
Go ahead, man.
95% of the receivers.
All right, so take Waller out of it. Say Andrews, right?
Mark.
So
Mark Andrews, yeah.
Right. So all right, so Andrews fall to me in the 4th, right? And the only running backs that's available to me is Sanders. That's when I'll go ahead and take Andrews over.
Mark Andrews over Sanders,
because he's sharing the backfield.
Because I can wait another round and get a running back
but
like
if
Sanders.
if it's between,
you may get Sanders anyways.
No. If it's between like a lone backfield, like a Mike Davis and Andrews, I really have to think about that one.
No, I'll probably take Mike Davis. Yeah.
Right, because it's a lone backfield.
It's
so that's how I look.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I look at. Dude,
especially
and it's a
in that round.
friendly team.
It's a fantasy friendly team and all that stuff. So
that run zone runs and
because you have to respect that pass.
Yeah,
you have to. Every defense will respect. With Pitts on there, Calvin Ridley, Gage, you're gonna have to respect.
Mike Davis looked like the Hulk right now.
So. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
that boy swole. All right, yo, second quarter, man. Like, yo, we need. We didn't even get to the first
quarter, yo.
I wish.
That's 30 minutes in the show.
Waller falls to me. That clock would even hit 59.
Waller ain't even gonna be available, bro.
The clock would even hit 59, and he's on my team.
We got to start all over again for that to happen. Yo, so we got first quarter, man. We got AFC South Division, man. We got Tennessee Titans, Indianapolis Colts, Houston Texans, Jacksonville Jaguars that we're gonna speak about here. Tennessee went 11-5. Colts went 11-5. Houston Texans, went 4-12, and Jacksonville Jaguars, they were planning on dumping anyways. They went 1-15. First quarter, we want to talk about your expectations. Did you expect how that division ended for the end of the year? Obviously, there's a lot to talk about with Indianapolis Colts, with Phillip Rivers no longer being here this year, Carson Wentz being traded over there. Texans situation with everybody on the team, but namely Watson, right? Jacksonville Jaguars, obviously that is a whole new team done, and you have Davis with the Tennessee Titans that's no longer there, and so we're wondering how that receiver core is going to be in Tennessee. But as far as last year, what was your expectation with everybody as far as how they ended?
I mean, they ended as I thought they would. I thought they were probably the best after what they did in 2019, showing what Tannehill can do and what Derrick Henry can do, and Corey Davis coming on and all that. I thought they were going to finish where they did. The leader of that division. Because when you look at the Colts, right? So let's just go down the team for me. I'm just going to go down the team for me. Indianapolis Colts, right? Phillip Rivers was a quarterback. Right. He's coming up to the end of his career. A bunch of rookies as wide receiver other than T.Y. Hilton. And a rookie running back coming in, other than Marlon Mack. So looking at that, I didn't expect them to do as well as they did, 11-5. That's the team that actually surprised me in that division. Jacksonville, we knew that they were going to rebuild. Houston, Texas, what they did, trading away Hopkins, I don't understand. Yeah. Still trying to figure for David Johnson.
Listen, they wanted to be in this position.
Hopkins for David Johnson was we spoke about this last year before the season started. That was the dumbest move we ever seen in NFL in our time of playing fantasy football. I didn't see how the two was equivalent, and my bad. Even then, Hopkins got traded for a second round, right? Am I correct? And David Johnson.
And David Johnson. Yeah. I mean, Julio not going to get traded for a first round, right?
No, I don't think he will.
Just in comparison to both players, right? I mean,
no. It's not the round. It's just not the round. It's just like what the team needs. Like you took away Deshaun Watson's favorite and best weapon.
Right.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. I'm not really talking about like what they got for him. It's just like, yo, you just trade away the dude's best weapon. I don't because his baby mom was showing up at practice. Who cares about that, bro? Who cares? Like, yo, so what if he? So what if she wants to come and watch her man play? Like, what's wrong with that? If you don't like her, like, say that. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
just say it.
I mean, if there's 20 different cheeks coming up, then I get it.
I still don't get it. It's
I
still
still don't
Hopkins,
get
bro.
it.
It's
It's still
Hopkins.
Hopkins.
Yeah, I'm still not sure. I'm having a conversation with Hopkins. Like, yo, dude,
Can we
I'm
just
a
put
bench
him in
you.
all-
I'd rather say I'm a bench you
you ain't
than
doing
to say
that,
I'm
bro.
trading. I'm not going to bench him, but I got to
mean,
put that out.
I'm not saying that either. I'm not saying
Hey,
that
have
either.
a whole family show.
I'm like, yo, can we
Wife,
reduce
kids,
Yo,
everybody.
I'm in there like, can we reduce it to 10? Like, yo, just reduce it, bro.
Some
I'm
compromise,
not,
right?
Yeah,
Some
I'm
compromise.
not threatening him like, yo,
So,
I'm gonna
yeah,
bench you.
like-
Hopkins will look at me like I'm crazy. All right.
So, yeah, for me, the division finished how I thought it would. Like, you know what I mean? I thought it would finish like this, and it did. And it makes sense.
I actually thought Colts was going to be on top.
Why? I
thought so,
don't
too.
see
I
how.
thought Colts was going to be on top. And
I thought the Phillip Rivers situation,
But they don't have any wide receivers. It was all rookies.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
all rookies and T.Y. Hilton that can't
know,
stay
but
healthy.
I just-
So like I'm trying to understand, like, how did you expect the Colts to be that good? Like,
No, I didn't say. I mean, I expected them to be 11-5. I just expected them to win the division.
right, win the division. So,
But
if you look at the teams, though, the Colts, you have Phillip Rivers,
Right.
Jonathan Taylor, who was a rookie, Marlon Mack, who decent, show some decent, and then you have T.Y. Hilton that can't stay healthy, and then a plethora of wide receiver that are first year, second year type deals, right?
Yeah.
Then compared to Tennessee Titans that has Tannehill that's been in the league for a minute. Granted, he didn't make it in Miami, but he showed his colors in 2019. Derrick Henry, one of the most phenomenal running back. You have AJ, and then you have Corey. Like, they have way more weapons on Titans. I don't.
yeah, but I'm all right. Let's
Titans
go.
made the playoff in 2019. I expected them to make the playoff. They didn't make not much changes on offense, so I expected them to do what they did.
I looked at Tennessee. I looked at Colts because Colts had a way better defense than the Titans did.
Did we know that the Colts had defense?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
we talked
we
about
did,
that
we did,
before.
yeah.
Yeah, we did.
And
We
they
did.
had
Before
one
they
of the
even
best
played, we looked at the
offensive
defense.
lines. They were
Yeah.
adding Jonathan Taylor.
They
Phillip
had
Rivers was an
everything.
upgrade
It was just-
at quarterback.
Yep. But then Phillip Rivers being that upgrade, Phillip Rivers was also the risk factor.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that you looked at him like, oh, there was going to be a chance Phillip was just going to throw that ball.
Somebody
got
got to catch the ball, my dude.
Yeah, but somebody got to throw it.
You're saying
I think
Phillip
that
Rivers
they have-
was an upgrade, right? I agree with that. Phillip Rivers was an upgrade, but I'm saying you have to catch the ball. And
I think
agree.
Pittman is going to be the man this year. There.
Pittman should be the man. T.Y. Hilton is going to be a nice sleeper, and
Deep
the
threat.
reason why I
Deshaun
say
Jackson.
Deshaun is there too.
No, I'm
No.
saying that T.Y. will be the Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah.
yeah, the reason why I say T.Y. because Wentz can pass the ball.
Yeah.
It's not like Wentz can't put the ball down the field.
He's a good sleeper.
Wentz can pass the ball over 50 yards. I mean, like, I was watching like OTAs like on NFL Network. Shout out. And Wentz, I saw Wentz like throw like a 60, 65 yarder, like way down the field, and it was on point.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, dang,
Tell him he's going to eat.
dang. I made an offer instantly.
Hold on. All right, so I mean, we know the trash of Houston Texans right now. I don't think. I mean, obviously,
Yeah, you know,
trash.
we're not gonna get into that. We get into that in the next
about
spiel.
to go into the next one right now.
Yeah, let's go in the second round, man.
because the only two people that we could talk about are teams with Texans and the Indianapolis Colts anyway. So
All right, let's go into second round, man.
let's
Who
go
we talking
Tennessee
about?
Titans, man.
All right, Tennessee Titans. You want to go? Go, PJ.
Did they improve?
Yeah, the Tennessee improved. I mean, I put the additions on there. We got the two rookies. We got Des Fitzpatrick from Louisville.
I don't think they improved. I think they got worse. Obviously, your boy AJ Brown is lobbying for a receiver.
Yeah. I mean, but everybody should be lobbying.
He
for a
knows.
receiver. Like,
No,
you know,
no,
it's
I think he's
totally-
lobbying. I mean, you're going to be the guy. Most guys want that, right? They want to get the lion's share. But it shows the fact that he needs help.
Yeah.
Like, he looked good last year because of the guy that went to, the receiver that went
Davis.
over to...
Davis went
Mike
to the
Davis.
Jets.
Mike.
Not Mike Davis.
Corey Davis.
Corey Davis.
Yeah.
Corey
Davis
Davis.
went
Corey
to the
Davis that went to the Jets. So they need those weapons, man. Now they can hone in on AJ Brown. They could lock in a little bit more on Derrick Henry. I think that team is going to regress instead of progress.
I am 100% agreeance with you, which is rare.
I mean, when you say regress, I mean you're looking?
No, like they finished 11-5. I still think they'll finish with a winning record.
Winning record.
But I don't think that. All right, so Colts finished 11-5 now. Colts is a better football team than them.
Gotcha. Okay.
Easily.
All right. So how do you like the new additions though, as far as Des Fitzpatrick as a rookie from Louisville?
They're rookies, like rookie wide receivers. And normally, if you look at year by year, rookie wide receivers, they normally start producing their second and their third year. So I don't think that you're going to see much shine from those two guys. Especially, it's not a pass heavy team. It's a run heavy team. And I think that they're going to have to, if they don't pick up a Julio who he's lobbing for, they're going to have to run the football a lot more with Derrick Henry.
And that's where your boy over there says he's not going to have Derrick Henry anymore because he feels like Henry's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
Henry gets hurt, the season's done.
Oh, hey, yeah. Every time I call hurt on a player, it happens.
And every time you have him on your team.
I didn't. Yeah, you're right. I had C-Mac.
Yeah, C-Mac. It's funny that
he
you
said
do that.
He was hurt. He said he was going to be hurt, and you still drafted him.
But you still draft him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said whatchamacallit wasn't going to be that.
Well, I ain't planning on drafting Derrick Henry, so.
Yeah.
For me, man, they regress. I agree with that 100%. Like, think about it for a second, man. Look at the team. So let's start with the coaching staff. The coach is no longer there, right? Yeah. The offensive coordinator is no longer there. That's one. Secondly, let's go into the players. Tight end is no longer there, right? Tight end's gone. New England, and Corey Davis is no longer there. So
Corey wasn't a big deal, but
he was decent for that team. You have to respect him as a corner.
I thought they were going to keep him.
Yeah, I thought they were going to keep him too, but you have to respect him as a corner. Considering where he was drafting and all that stuff. So I think they're going to regress, and I think they're going to regress more than you all think. Like where you guys
think
he's
saying they're
going.
not going to have a winning record.
You think they're not going to make the playoffs and no winning record?
I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. I personally don't think that team will make the playoff. They need additional weapons. They need another wide receiver. They need another wide receiver.
AJ Brown knows that.
Yeah, they need another wide receiver on offense. If they figure out a way to make Julio get there,
I don't think they will.
Then I'll put them back up. But right now, I think they're the third team in that division. But we'll digress until we start going to the rankings. I didn't like the moves that they make, and I know they had to make it because of cap space and all that stuff, Corey Davis and all that. Yeah. But right now, the team that they have right now is questionable. But I will tell you this. Des Fitzpatrick is a good wide receiver to go ahead and get in your dynasty league in the late rounds. Yeah. Seriously.
100. What do you think about Anthony Fersker?
Fersker, dude, he showed flashes last year, right? He showed flashes last year. At one time, I'm not even gonna lie to you. At one time, I put a waiver in for him, and then I was like, nah.
Yeah, but now it's all him. I mean, I think he had 359 yards last season.
Now it's all him. And based on the beat writers, they're saying that he can manage the workload. He's a pass catching tight end. He's not necessarily a blocking tight end. So he can do his thing. So it could be a shocking sleeper in redraft league. In the future, in the season coming up.
So 10th, 11th, 12th round.
Yeah, somewhere around there when you're looking for a second tight end.
But keep in mind, it's still not a pass-heavy team.
No, it is not a pass-heavy. It's a Derrick Henry team. Derrick Henry team. Yeah. And Derrick Henry is going to get his. But
so if Derrick Henry falls to you in the first round, are you taking him?
You talking to Charles?
No, I'm talking to you. You're talking to you.
It depends. It depends on what position.
That's how we know it's going to be taken.
Because you done said you already said he's going to get hurt. So
Now the thing about Derrick Henry,
he's going to get him.
This is what
that dude is a.
He's a beast.
Bull,
but all right, you guys never had Derrick Henry on your team, so I'm gonna tell you what my thing is with Derrick Henry. The stress.
He starts slow. He starts slow.
That's the stress level, my dude. Bro,
like
you will
it'd be the third
end of the first half, and it's like 6 points, bro.
Like, what's going on?
I think that's how you
and then he gets that massive.
And then he got that touchdown. He will run in the touchdown, so you get that 6 points and get to 11, and then he will run in another touchdown, and then he just get that breakaway speed. and he's just like pushing people to the ground and all that. And
the
then
other issue is that he doesn't really start off until the second half of the season.
it's always
the
the
thing.
second half of the game,
But
man.
that's how you got to
wears them
draft.
down. He wears them
That's
down.
how you got to draft. Like if you getting Derrick Henry, you go after.
I don't know what I'm getting. I'll see what pops to me in the first
we all
round,
know
man.
you getting Derrick Henry.
No, it depends on what position I get, like the
Is
draft
there
pick.
any running backs that you would draft ahead of Derrick Henry?
Any running backs I would draft ahead
You're
of
at
Derrick
you're
Henry.
at pick 6.
Saquon.
You're at pick no. You're at pick 6.
Saquon.
You're at pick
Okay.
6. You're at pick 6. Derrick Henry's there. Would you draft anybody else? We already know Saquon's gone. We already know.
I'll draft Dalvin
gone.
Cook over Derrick Henry.
Dalvin Cook will be
won't
gone.
be there. I'll let you know that's not.
Come on, guy. That's not.
I'll
gonna
give you some ideas of some people.
That's
that
Yeah,
will
right.
be
6th
there.
round. Give me some first round players, and I'll tell you if I would take them
Kamara,
over.
happen. Yeah.
Kamara, I'm kind of iffy about. I need to know who the quarterback is.
Jonathan Taylor.
Did I just say that last week? He's
Jonathan
iffy.
Taylor.
Marlon Mack just got re-signed. I'm iffy.
I would take Jonathan Taylor over him.
Nah, I'll take Derrick Henry over.
I'll take
Jonathan
Derrick
Taylor.
Henry over him.
I'll take just Derrick Henry over.
It's gonna be a
Jonathan Taylor.
dual. It's gonna be a dual running back, yo. It's something
Yeah.
we've been talking about.
It's not going to be a dual running.
Yes,
back
it is.
in
It
close.
was
All
until Marlon Mack got
man.
injured.
Are you serious?
All
right,
Yes,
let's-
it
let-
is.
It is gonna be a
I
dual
hope
running
y'all
back.
think that and let
All
Jonathan
right.
Taylor
Ain't
fall
no
to me the
wide
second round.
receivers out there.
It's gonna be a dual running back. Go ahead. What's the next name? What's the next name?
Yes, Tyreek Hill.
No, we said running backs.
No, I'm naming first rounders because you can't.
All right. So Tyreek Hill. No, I'm not drafting Tyreek Hill over Derrick Henry.
And
It's the position.
Nick Chubb.
Ooh.
No, I'm not.
Oh, no,
I'm
this
not.
is what
I'm
Time
not.
out. We need to have a timeout.
I'm not.
So y'all telling
not.
me
I'm not.
Whoa. The way you just reacted on Nick Chubb, but Jonathan Taylor's in a split backfield.
No, but look at Nick Chubb. What Nick
Come
Chubb?
on.
No.
Look what Nick
It's-
Chubb did with a split backfield and Kareem Hunt. They both was averaging.
No.
like
Let me explain to
285
you.
They're
They're
both
points.
in the same situation.
No.
Don't do that.
No.
All right, Marlon Mack or Henry or Hunt.
I guarantee you that Jonathan Taylor finishes
Marlon
higher
Mack
than
or
Nick
Hunt?
Chubb.
Marlon
I guarantee you that
I-
Jonathan Taylor finishes higher than
Marlon
Nick
Mack or Hunt?
I'm not too sure about that.
I'm not doing that.
Let me say
Jonathan
this.
Taylor
All right. So,
finishes higher than Nick
all
Chubb.
right.
I'm not doing that.
Fine if you believe that, but let me lay down some dynamic for you. So Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, right? Kareem Hunt is a pass catching running back, right? Jonathan Taylor and Marlon Mack, they are the same kind of running back with
Running and
Hines,
catching.
with Hines as the
catches.
catching running back.
Yep.
So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like
And all three
they
are
play the same
So
way.
you're saying Jonathan Taylor is a second round pick?
No, Jonathan Taylor is a
he's a
first round
first-round
pick,
pick.
but I'm just saying
It's-
he's
it's-
not over.
All right.
He's not over Derrick Henry.
I got
No.
three more for you that are pretty tough.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. I know
Zeke-
Derrick Henry.
is Zeke-
with,
Elliott.
with Derrick Henry?
Yeah. with
Oh
Derrick.
yeah, I'm taking Derrick Henry over Zeke.
Yeah, that's easy. I would do that too.
Cam Akers
Yeah, obviously,
easy.
yeah, easily.
and Austin Eckler.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm taking all of them. I'm taking Derrick
Okay.
Henry over all of them. So it
It
all
was just
depends.
Nick Chubb that
Nick Chubb is the
That
question for me.
because of the fantasy point. Nick Chubb is going to get you the same.
Right. So
fantasy.
Nick Chubb is the question for me, but as
What, Nick
far
is gonna
as a
give you,
sure
like-
thing, before Derrick Henry, I have
C-Mac,
C-Mac, Cook,
Saquon.
and what's the other one? There was one more.
was it.
Oh, yeah.
Because Kamara, you said is a question
No,
mark.
Kamara
Taylor
is a
was
question
no.
mark. Yeah.
And
So yeah,
Aaron
those are the
Jones
three.
is a no,
So
right?
yeah, so Derrick Henry's like fourth overall for me.
Running
Fourth,
back.
fifth. Yeah,
Running
fourth
back.
over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
fourth, fifth overall.
And funny enough, that's how he's ranked. They rank C-Mac, Cook, Saquon, Henry.
And then
There
Henry.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Kamara afterwards.
And then Kamara.
And Kamara is like questionable based on the quarterback position. But anyways, let's get to the next
me,
team,
he's
man.
still a first round.
No. He's still a first round.
Well, let me see. Henry had 335 fantasy points. Nick Chubb had 209.
Yeah, but Nick Chubb was
Nick
injured.
Chubb was injured, yeah.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Nick Chubb was injured at 209, and Kareem Hunt had 218.
I don't have Nick Chubb in the top.
Who was the other
6?
But
He's
you
not.
have him as a first rounder.
I have him as a first rounder, but I don't have him in the top 6.
Okay.
He's-
Aaron Jones a first rounder?
No, not this year.
Second rounder.
Cool.
All right, man. So we hit up the Tennessee Titans, man. So rock on with the Colts. Did they improve by adding Carson Wentz on there?
Yes.
And
they
even the
improved.
draft picks, because they had
Bruh.
as far as defensive backs, defensive ends, they got Quady paid from Michigan as a rookie. Then they came back around and got Dale from Pittsburgh as their rookie defensive end. So they logged in both defensive end sides.
Yeah, so to an already good defense. Right?
Yeah.
To already good
So
defense.
definitely Colts is the best team in this division. I think they're also going to be very fantasy friendly this year. I think you're going to see a breakout from Pittman. He is someone that I'm targeting heavy. Carson Wentz is a pass happy quarterback.
Yes.
Put him behind a great offense because remember they couldn't really protect him over in Philly.
Philly, yeah.
And you notice when a quarterback gets protected, he has to run a lot. So that kind of worked into homeboy favor over there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think you're going to see probably Carson Wentz's best year. I'm betting on him. He's another sleeper that I think he was going to sneak into the top 10 quarterbacks this year. So Carson Wentz and Hilton. Hilton's going to have a good year. I think he's going to have a bounce back if he can stay healthy, but I think Pittman is going to be the guy. So, yes, I think they dramatically improve.
Yeah, I mean, you go after
I
Pittman,
agree.
but you also go after T.Y. and see,
Yeah.
and get that as a sleeper because he will be getting those deep passes.
Yeah.
What do you think about
He's a
Paris
slinger,
Campbell?
man.
What do you think about Paris Campbell?
Paris Campbell is also good. He's didn't do bad, but he's a short he's a slot guy,
Yeah,
isn't he?
yeah.
That's the thing with Wentz. He's not really a
Slot
I
passer.
would
He doesn't feature the slot.
he
a
doesn't
lot.
feature the slot. So I would go Pittman, Hill, Ty, then Paris Campbell. He's also coming off an injury.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Ty is going to have a great
Yeah.
year.
If you're
'Cause
looking for a second receiver, he's the guy.
Yeah, he's a good one. And the reason why I say that is if you look at what Wentz did, like when he had Deshaun Jackson healthy,
Threw it.
Yeah.
he gets a lot of passes. He looked downfield, and Wentz has the arm to
And he's
get it
not
downfield.
scared either.
And he's not scared
He's
to
gonna
throw
air it
The
out.
thing about all right, so Wentz and Jameis Winston, a lot of people don't like them.
Yeah, they not.
Yo, they
They'll
will
let it
throw it
fly.
in. Yo, what
They
I
gonna
like
let it
about
fly.
dude, they will throw an interception on this, like on a play, right? And they get out. Defense come on the field. Defense get 3 stops or whatever, and they put them back in the game. And they will throw that same long pass.
Yes,
They
yeah.
like, oh, whatever. It's part of the game.
yeah.
I love that.
Let me ask you this question. Not last year, but the year before, Winston was in Atlanta. In Tampa.
In Tampa,
Do 30 interceptions, all that, yeah. And I'm just throwing this up.
dude finishes.
If he had a player like Julio,
Nah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
he
what he
still
is.
would have threw 30.
Bro,
Because he had
he
Mike
had
Evans
he had
and
Mike
Godwin.
Evans and Godwin, dude.
But
They are
mind
really
you,
up there.
Mind you, they finished as 2 top
Fantasy
top
leaders at that
7
point.
easily receivers that year.
Receiver.
Yeah.
So and the
Godwin
dude,
was irrelevant with
Yeah.
Tom Brady.
Yeah.
this is what's crazy about
And
it, right?
Mike Evans was touchdown dependent.
Yeah.
Do you realize, like, Jameis Winston finished as a top 5 quarterback
Yep.
that year?
Yep.
Yeah. And
And then the
fighting
following
with the
year
guy
he
that's
can't
running, yeah.
find he can't get a job.
It was the
Yeah.
30, it was the
That's
30 interceptions.
ridiculous.
It was the 30 interceptions.
When people like Garoppolo and Garbage is getting jobs,
He ain't throw
Yeah.
30 interceptions. He ain't throw.
it doesn't matter though.
matter.
It doesn't.
It's
Like-
the style of the quarterback.
I mean, and at the end of the day, I'm looking at, it's messed up that he didn't get a job too. But I mean, as far as Tampa
To
goes,
me, he should have got a job over Cam.
Dude, can you imagine like
Yeah.
Jameis Winston going to like Denver?
Oh my god.
Bro,
because it's speed at that point. It's just speed running down the field. Don't
Dude.
get it.
like that's what I don't understand. Like I
get
get
I think
Denver.
they looked
Denver
at
is
the
looking
interceptions.
at the shiny toy of Aaron Rodgers, and I get it. Aaron Rodgers is great. The dude is great. Don't get me wrong. The talent is ridiculous.
Yeah, they're looking at
But
interceptions.
man, I would like aim lower and just like, yo, y'all don't show what you want to do with Jameis. Yo, give me Jameis. Give me Jameis. He can get the ball to my wide receivers. I know that. We'll
Each
we'll
year
figure
you're-
out the interception.
Each year you're wasting time.
Yeah, I'm
with,
taking
with the
Jameis
talent
over
that you have.
Bridgewater.
Right. So
They're getting
you're
older. You're paying them, and salaries, contracts are coming up. And
bro. Can you imagine if Jameis is on that team?
yeah.
Well,
OMG, man.
That's what I like about what Pittsburgh did. They end up getting Haskins,
Haskins.
right? And Haskins,
And I think he's going to develop right. I think he's going to
right.
develop now.
He's chilling. He's over there. Ben's over there for another year, 2 years. Haskins just chilling on the bench, learning from
'cause
Ben.
see
Just
the thing
stay out of
about
strip club.
yeah, that too.
Just stay out of the news.
Be humble, man.
Go in the
Like
strip club.
he just
Yeah.
need to be humble. The thing that I notice about these
think he's-
quarterbacks that coming out of college, not a lot of them are in pro style offense, and they're like their first read, second read. That's all they do. That's like first read, second read, first read, second read. That's all they do when they're passing the ball in the NFL, and that's not going to work. And that's why Josh Allen has become better than he was. So he's starting to go through his progression and all that stuff. So, dude, I'm telling you, man.
Before
if the Saints doesn't make Jameis the starter, it is a bad thing for the Saints. Personally, that's my belief.
I think he's going to end up as
Before we get into
soon.
Houston here,
Sooner rather than later.
we know Carson Wentz, when he was in Philly, obviously his receivers weren't that good. I don't know if it's the same thing right now with the Colts right now, but he featured his tight ends, right? Mo Alley Cox is there in the Colts uniform. Is he going to be a featured tight end?
Is he the only one?
He's the only one.
What happened to?
Ooh,
Man, I can't think
Zach
of
Ertz.
Colts. No, Colts tight end.
Oh, I think you're
from
talking about
last
the
year.
cat from Chicago Bears.
No. Colts had a tight end. God, I can't believe his name is escaping me from last year. Man,
I
did
believe
have
Mo
him on my
Alley's a
team.
starter.
Nah,
Jack Doyle?
Jack Doyle.
No, I think Mo Alley's a starter
Yeah, I
this year.
think Mo Alley's.
Isn't Jack Doyle still on the
I
Colts?
don't think he is.
Yeah, I think he's been. I think he's
Jack
probably
is
retired or something.
Dead, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
he's a
it says here he's still on the squad, but
He's
I don't,
still on the squad.
I
yeah.
don't,
but
I don't, I don't
think-
see Jack
yeah.
Doyle at
Hey,
this point in his
check
career.
out the targets between Jack Doyle and Mo Alley Cox. Jack Doyle is leading the targets by a significant amount. Jack Doyle is still featured in an offense.
Jack Doyle had 23 receptions for 350, I think it said. Mo Alley Cox, which is considered right now the starter, had 31 receptions for 394 yards. Mo Alley is that starter.
How many games played?
That I do not have. Games played 15 for Mo
This is the
Alley,
thing. To answer your question, I don't think you're going to see
14 for
simply
Jack Doyle.
because remember with Zach Ertz ate a lot. Yeah, he's good, but he was the only guy there majority of the time.
And yeah, they
Like,
didn't have a wide
They
receivers.
didn't have wide receivers, and they couldn't stay healthy.
Yeah,
and
Jackson couldn't stay healthy, and
Who are you talking about?
Philly?
Philly.
What's this guy's name?
Reagan was
no,
hurt.
no. We're not
You know who you're talking about?
Jeffries, man.
Jeffries,
Jeffries, Alshon Jeffries.
Yeah, they had a lot
So-
of they drafted a lot of receivers, and a lot of receivers hurt. The whole organization situation with Carson Wentz wasn't going well, but I don't think he's in the same situation. Pittman is there. Pittman was there for a year. He's getting better. Then you got T.Y. Hilton, which is older. You know what I mean? So you got Jonathan Taylor and Marlon Mack and Naheem Hines. That's where the ball's going to be featured a lot to.
Yeah.
You know, to those three guys. So
So I don't think that you're going to see the same situation with.
I'm going back to the same coach that I had.
Yeah, but
And
you
he
got
featured
more.
the
You
tight
got
ends.
more weapons, though. You got more wide
That's
receiver
true.
weapons. You have the T.Y.s, the Pittmans, and Paris Campbell.
True.
You know, it's more to, and he's a quarterback that wants to get the ball down the field.
I got you. All right, so let's go into your favorite team, Houston Texans.
Hey,
You want the third quarter?
Yeah, third quarter. I mean, this is pretty much
Yeah, I'm staying away from this team.
Houston. It's,
yeah. There's really nothing on this team that
I
impresses
would
me.
ask you, did they improve? But we
Mark Ingram.
Like,
you know,
there's
That
nothing
backfield.
there.
All right, so that backfield is garbage, right? That backfield has Mark Ingram, Philip Lindsay, and David Johnson. That's trash. I don't want anything to do with that backfield. David Johnson, when he had the reign last year, he was the lone back in that backfield. He didn't produce.
how does David Johnson go
just
from being
a phenomenal running back to
from-
nothing.
to nothing?
Like, I agree with you. Like, it's
What happened?
injury, man.
Injury
Injuries.
hits you.
Injuries
Mentally,
and
injuries, and then your mental state of mind is down.
then the offense is like, I don't respect you.
Yeah, so you never recover from injuries?
No. It's not the injury. I'm just saying, like, it's not only the
set
injury.
records
All right,
that year.
so think about it. Cook was the wide receiver, number one wide receiver. No, well, Fuller and then Cook, right?
Yeah.
So those guys were phenomenal last year, right? Because there were I think a lot of teams were like really playing the run, like respecting the run with David Johnson, knowing his track record. But after a while, they realized, like, yo, David Johnson can't run.
Yeah.
Let's just cover the wide receivers, and I think that's gonna be the notion going into this year, unless Philip Lindsay just like bust out of that offense and become the number one back in that offense. Because honestly, he's the only one that I see that can actually bust out of the offense to become the number one back. Mark Ingram is old. David Johnson is old. Philip Lindsay is older, but the dude still has a lot of thread on
He has
his.
more motor than they do.
Yeah.
I have a question for you guys. I know we're talking about Titans and all that situation. They got Tyrod Taylor, but their additions from the draft was Davis Mills from Stanford, quarterback we talked about before, Nico Collins, Michigan, Raven Jordan from Miami. But my question is with Davis Mills. I think they picked him up in the 4th round, I believe it was.
Tyrod Taylor could show, man. I'm telling you.
No. What I'm saying is, like, next year, 2022, the Texans have a 1st-round pick, right? They obviously, you as a general manager, you're looking at the team and you're like, yo, I'm going to suck. Why get a quarterback in the 4th round when you know there's going to be an option as a quarterback next year in the 1st?
Just to see
other than Tyrod, who are their quarterback?
Davis Mills, and I don't know.
No. Before Davis Mills, before they drafted Davis Mills.
Well, I don't think
that's my point. So they have to have Davis Mills is not. It's a 4th round pick. They're gonna see what David he can do. Tyrod Taylor,
the 4th rounder.
So let me tell you this. This is exactly how it's gonna go down. Right, season's gonna start. Tyrod Taylor is gonna start. Tyrod Taylor is gonna be 2-8. And they're going to all right, Davis, let's see what you can do for the next 7 games. They're going to put Davis in. And if Davis perform, then they were like, oh, we don't need a quarterback. We're going to go ahead and play Davis Mills. But if Davis Mills sucked, it was like, okay, I guess we know what our 1st round is. We're going to get a 1st-round quarterback. So it's fine, man. I like how they did it. I don't mind how they did it, I should say. I don't like this team based on what they have.
Though. I feel bad for Brandon Cooks or Kiki because you see them getting better.
Yeah, and then you got and then this happened.
Do you think there's going to be a trade for? I mean, I think they got a lot of trades.
Deshaun Watson will get traded.
Deshaun is. But
I don't know what's going to come out with a situation. I hope for the best for everybody, meaning the victims and him. But real talk, man.
I thought you said victims. I thought you were talking about like Brandon Cooks and the other players around.
Right. So, but with that said, man, Deshaun Watson is gonna get traded, and I hope he gets traded to a good team with some weapons. Then we can really see his talent. You know what I mean? Because he was talented in Texans. They made the playoff majority of the time he was there. It's just sad that they couldn't get a good line around him. So if he gets to a team with a good line, I can't imagine what this dude is going to do. How everything played out, if he gets suspended, fine, and he comes back next year, whatever teams he gets, it's an asset. It's an upgrade for that team. I don't care who your previous quarterback is. He's going to be an upgrade for your team.
Easy.
And your wide receivers are going to love him because the boy can put the ball down the field. He can run out of the pocket. And then if you have a line that can really protect him and give him time, I'm telling you, man, the dude can be the top 3 quarterback in the team in the league when he's playing again.
Yep. All right, man. We got Jacksonville Jaguars, man. Did they improve?
Yes,
they're the most polarizing team in this in this draft and offseason. And the reason why, because new coach, number 1 overall pick.
Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow of the world.
Another head coach.
It's so crazy that
they drafted another running back.
Trevor Lawrence. Oof. Travis Etienne, yeah. I know that hurt your feelings, bro. That had to hurt you, right?
But dude,
you would want it to.
I just said it had to hurt you, yo. Yeah. That affects you.
Remember Minshew Mania?
Still going to finish better than
Minshew, come on, man.
Remember Minshew Mania?
Yeah, yo.
Minshew Mania in 2019 was the thing. It's like Minshew chart.
They have no.
I got so tired of hearing that Shark song, like the Shark song, like because of Minshew Mania, right? And everybody had that Minshew beard and all. It was a novelty in Jacksonville. But anyways, let's fast forward to this year.
They weren't
great. They weren't great, but they were decent.
But they also didn't care for him. I think that's what it is. I think even though with the Minshew Mania came in, we've seen that before. We've seen the Jeremy Lin situation, right? With Lin Sania, whatever.
Yeah.
I just went to basketball. I got you.
I know, this dude just
I'm just saying, like,
basketball.
You got those things, and everybody's like, the organization's like, yeah, it's cool for right now. It sells tickets, but let's move forward. Like, this is not our guy. And I think that they never really trusted him. But at the same time, when you got a player like Trevor Lawrence coming in the draft, that's been a talk for like 2-3 years, you're like, yo, I hope we do lose. right? And
Yeah,
go after the guy.
no. Last year they were trying to lose. They were tanking for Trevor. We all know that.
Yeah.
We all knew that back then. Now they have the quarterback. Now they have a new coaching staff.
couldn't-
Now they have a
Gase
new.
couldn't even do it right.
Yeah, sure. It's like why? I feel like we're not
You
supposed
said
to
that
bring
was
that
you.
name up for
That was you.
2021, bro.
That was
Like
you.
it's.
All right,
He's
so-
no longer in the league. Who cares?
All right, so we got the Trevor
You know what I mean?
Lawrence
Like,
situation.
should be a water boy somewhere or something.
How do you feel about the obviously Trevor Lawrence is the key to the team, but them picking up Travis Etienne as a running back, as
When they had
already having
Robinson.
a free
That's
agency.
what I want to hear PJ's point on, because
I don't have a point.
the reason why I say that, let me explain to you why I want to hear your view on that, is because you had Robinson, and you could have gotten Robinson in multiple leagues.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I want to, knowing that you don't have, you know what I mean, knowing that they drafted who they drafted and having Robinson there, what's your take on that? Do you think that's a mistake? How do you see this working out?
To me, it's a mistake. To me, it's going to be a split backfield.
Yep.
Somewhat. I don't know why you do that. See, that's about things about football that I would never understand. A guy produces and does well. He's the highlight of your treacherous year, and you go out and draft a running back. You didn't even you drafted what in the first? It was early.
First round.
Yeah.
No, second.
No, Etienne
ETN?
was the first round.
It wasn't a back to back. They draft Najee Harris got drafted and then Etienne got drafted. wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. The
So it was in
Etienne,
the first
because
round.
Etienne would have went to Buffalo if Jacksonville didn't take him.
Yeah, I think it was,
Easy.
yeah.
It was first round.
I don't understand that. Like, you reward someone not, like who, like that's something I don't get. But I think they're going to get rid of Robinson eventually.
I don't
at some
think they're
point.
getting rid of him. There's no.
Not now,
Well,
not this year. Probably the following year.
There's always a reason to get rid of him because of the fact that at the end of the day, I can get him on a high right now. He's on a high right now, so
He's
I can
on a high.
I can sell him to a different team
Exactly.
and get draft picks. I agree with you on that. And plus, it's a new coaching. We always say that when a new coach comes in, they're
and
choosing
maybe
who
that
they want.
coach don't like, and
May
then we saw something different this year with a lot of these teams where
They're going after players they're doing.
pairing players that played together in college. They're doing it all the way back to high school with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I like
it's
the
a
18
backfield
pick.
that I'm going to stay away from.
Yeah, I like the 18 pick. I think you choose 18. 18 is going to be that other Naheem Hines, but more productive,
Yeah.
right? Or that Jamal Williams that's going to be more productive. You may see it. Jamal
I
Robinson
think
may just run the ball
Alright.
through.
I think it's going to really be a split backfield, bro.
Yeah.
All right, my perspective is actually different from both of you guys, as usual.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be a split backfield. I don't think they like Robinson. You don't draft a running back in the first round when running back is not valuable to not play him.
So you think he's gonna be
Robinson was an undrafted free agent. The reason why he's an undrafted free agent, great that they featured him last year, and he did phenomenal last year. But it's the same thing as Philip Lindsay. It's the same, like they don't like players that weren't drafted. They will get a player and then put them over the undrafted player every single time, and that's what they did. And it's a new coaching staff. It's not last year coaching staff. Last year coaching staff loved Robinson. That's good, great, dandy. But they were trying to lose last year, so they feature Robinson. They keep feeding him the ball because they know that they're trying to lose. So yeah, you get a sledgehammer and you have a wooden door. You bang on it 5 times. You may not knock it down, but you bang on it 10 times. Yes, you're gonna knock it down. So yeah, he got the volume. So yes, he featured and he did great. So I think the coaching staff look at it and was like, nothing impressive about him. They were just featuring him because they didn't have any weapons, they didn't have any quarterback, they didn't have anything. So that's what it is, and that's why I think they drafted Etienne, and Etienne is going to be the number 1 running back in an offense. Robinson is just going to be the backup.
All right. And what are you looking at? DJ Shark, LaVisca, who played well last year, Marvin Jones. I think Justin Blackman is just kind of be on the bench right now.
I personally think they're all right. I think Chark is going to come back to glory, and he's going to be a wide receiver too.
I think so.
Yeah.
And I think Chenault is going to go ahead and be a wide receiver, and like a wide receiver,
He's
Frenching
gonna
on a wide
be-
receiver 2, wide receiver 3.
He's going to be who Curtis Samuel was last year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's who.
Yeah, I like that.
You took the word out of my
Comparison, yeah.
mouth.
That's a
That's
good
exactly who
how he
Chenault's going to
plays.
be.
That's how
and
he plays.
that's how it's going to be. But I think Chark is going to come back to life. It's just the Chark with injuries and how the league was and what happened to them last year. They're just rebuilding and all that stuff. He kind of fell off the map, and I think this year Chark is going to come back to that glory, that 2019 glory, because the dude is good. The dude is really good. So I expect him to be like in that wide receiver 2 spot.
Do we look at Marvin Jones at all? Or we
Marvin
think
Jones,
Marvin
hey.
Jones is there to be a wide
No,
receiver
Marvin
eventually?
Jones is actually going to have a good impact, man. I think Marvin Jones is going to be a good wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4. The thing about Marvin Jones that I like is just how he stretched the field. The dude can play that deep ball. Trevor Lawrence can pass the ball down there, so I expect him to have some value. He's like a late round flyer for me. If I'm looking at a wide receiver and I'm coming to the end of the last 5 rounds of the draft and he's still there, he's definitely somebody I'll pick because I think he's gonna have a role in this offense.
I like Marvin Jones. I don't know if he's going to have a big role in this offense.
He's gonna have a role. Who was the other wide receiver? It's 3 of them.
They got Chenault, they got DJ Chark, and we know that whatchamacallit is going to be put in that situation to be a running back wide receiver also with Etienne and Robinson. Unless they trade Robinson,
I don't think they need to trade Robinson. I think Etienne is going to be that featured back in that.
back.
Yeah, I think Robinson. Listen, Robinson proved everything to the previous coaching staff. They don't have anything to do
They
with
gotta
that.
prove him.
That's the thing. Like he did great last year. The coaching staff come in and was like, "Oh, you were undrafted." Okay, all right, it's good. You did well. I'm not saying you didn't do well. You have a place on the team, man. Don't worry about it.
Here's Etienne. Let's
But
see how well
I'm
you
going to
do.
go ahead and draft you don't draft a running back in the first round.
I agree with you.
To sit him on the bench or to have him play like
I agree with
second fiddle to anyone.
That's what I thought. I thought Buffalo. I thought they weren't going to draft him because of Robinson, and I knew or felt, even read afterwards, that Buffalo was going to draft Etienne. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, but they got Singletary and Moss. So if Etienne goes there, just like you said, you don't draft a running back in the first round.
Buffalo came out. The general manager for the Buffalo came out and said he didn't say he wanted Etienne. He said it was like, yeah, we're looking at a running back position. We haven't gotten what we're expecting in the past 2 years, and we would like to get a running back that can be.
Etienne was there.
They would have taken him.
They would have took him.
They would have took him. Yeah, and
because Etienne is way better than Moss. He's way better than Singletary. That's another threat. Just like we're saying, he's a running back and a receiver now. Put Etienne in Buffalo right now. Buffalo looks really freaking good.
Yeah, I mean,
looks good already. But
all right, I'm unbiased crap. Funny enough, I think Moss is going to actually have a great impact on that offense this year. He didn't get an off season. He got injured in the season. Yep. And if you look at them at the end of the season, he was trying to come on, but they were just passing the ball, which I don't think that's their MO. They don't want to be that pass-happy team because that's why they didn't have a run game in the playoff, which is why they lost. And I think they're going to go ahead and feature Moss this year and just put Singletary as a third down back because Singletary can catch the ball. And I think Moss is going to have mad value this year. That's just my take.
All right. So get into the fourth quarter, man. Your favorites. First of all, last week I won. I won last week, right?
What?
I see. This guy.
Yeah, we'll give you winnings and something. You won't win a lot.
Yeah. You know, and take that.
All right, so we got. This is going to be the worst division of the month.
Oh my God, this is tough.
But all right,
this
so we
is
got
tough.
Fourth quarter. We're going to draft in the AFC South Division.
Yeah, let's start with quarterback, man.
We started with me last time. Man.
Yeah, so you want to start with me with quarterback?
Nah, I don't trust you. Go, Paul.
Jeez.
You want to start with me? Paul, come on now. You can't be undecided,
Relax,
bro.
I can be whatever I want.
Dang, dog.
This is America.
You about to be that, but are you gonna be like this when you got to draft, bro?
This is tough.
This is tough because I'm
division,
thinking about a position and there is nobody.
There's nobody here.
Give me the rookie quarterback.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah,
I'm there with you. I'm Trevor Lawrence in the first two. Telling you, Trevor Lawrence. I already have him mapped out in my head.
Yeah, it's already Trevor.
You have Trevor too?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Wide receiver.
give me.
Wide receiver jumping.
This is where we're gonna differ.
go him. Houston has no. Oh, I mean,
Yeah, this got to be a difference right here.
Oh man, this is actually really tough because I'm looking at the teams and I'm thinking about the teams. I'm thinking about the position that's to come up, and
Shouldn't
I'm
be
like,
that bad though, but yeah.
it is that bad, bro.
give me Pittman.
And as a wide receiver,
Yeah.
huh?
Smart move because I know where you're going next.
Ah,
'Cause I was going to do that same thing.
okay. I see you.
You got Pittman. I see what he's doing because I was going to do the same thing.
And it's on me now, right?
Yeah.
Whew, man.
This guy.
All right, man. Give me wide receiver AJ Brown.
You're going the opposite.
Yeah, I'm going the opposite. Definitely going the opposite.
Yeah.
You see why, though.
Yeah.
Where you go?
Because I was looking at the same thing too, but it makes sense to go that route. AJ Brown. Go ahead.
AJ Brown.
Yeah.
Give me
Running back.
Kang. Shout out to
Henry.
Kang Henry.
Mr. Henry.
I know he's going to go King Henry. All right.
For me, running back.
Yeah. Marlon Mack.
That's cute. That's cute. No, I'm gonna go with Jonathan Taylor, as you know.
Yeah. I already wrote it down, and I'm doing the same thing.
Okay. And then tight end, I have Jordan Haskins.
From Texans.
Yeah,
Yeah, same.
You got
So I
who?
was actually picking up
Jordan Atkins.
Jordan Atkins. Yeah.
It's the only thing left.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much everybody going Jordan Atkins. So we just had a difference of opinion on the wide receiver running back that dynamic, which I expected. This one was difficult.
It was
Yeah,
difficult
that was
because there was
difficult.
nobody there.
Because I thought about getting Derrick Henry, right?
I was like, I gotta get Derrick Henry because he's hands on the best running back in
this division.
In this best player in the division.
in this division.
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%.
It's both of situations because you're looking at you took Derek because he's the best player out of there, but also you took Pittman, which is it's that 50-50 if Pittman's going to be on that.
Because I was like, I can't take AJ Brown, then I can't get Derrick
exactly.
Henry.
I thought about Brandon Cooks.
I thought about Brandon Cooks too.
I
thought
didn't about that.
And then
at
I look
all.
at what I was like, who is passing him the ball? I was like,
I thought about that
no.
I didn't look
I'm
at
not
that.
even going to
I
go
looked
that way.
at Brandon Cooks too. Yeah.
I didn't look at that at all.
Yeah, I thought about Brandon Cooks. I'm not even gonna lie. I did think about Brandon Cooks. I was like, yo, who? And then I think about it. I was like, yo, who's passing him the ball?
Yeah, I wanted to be sarcastic, bro. I was going to pick up Tim Tebow, but I already picked up Trevor. I was like,
Tim
yo, I
Tebow.
mean, listen, you don't know.
So let's. All right. So devil's advocate here. I'm gonna go by position.
All right.
What other quarterback would you consider
In this,
in this division?
that's easy.
Fantasy-wise.
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz. I thought about Carson Wentz.
And Tannehill, you wouldn't consider.
I thought about Tannehill too, but I was more closer to picking
Carson Wentz. All right, I thought about Carson
Pick
Wentz
up
as well.
Carson before Tannehill. Because
Yeah, I'll pick up Carson before Tannehill too because of the line, the weapons,
there's no
and everything.
receivers anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about wide receivers? What other wide receivers do you guys consider? Fantasy wise,
Cooks, AJ Brown, DJ Shark,
yeah,
Shark and Ty.
Ty. Yeah.
yeah.
I was choosing between Pittman and Ty.
Running backs. I really thought about Derrick Henry. My God, I
It was
did.
Derrick Henry and Jonathan Taylor.
That's it. There's
I mean,
there's absolutely nobody else.
Really, yeah, you can't pick up
if
ATN on
Etienne
that.
wasn't there, then the whole James Robinson situation comes into play.
It comes into play.
Yeah.
James Robinson would be a consideration. Tight ends. Cox was the only other person I considered, but I thought about like, yo, if you pick Cox though, I was thinking about picking Cox and go Henry, and then Brandon Cooks as the wide receiver, and then I was like,
ugly.
and then I was like, yo, who is passing Brandon Cooks the ball? And I was like, nah, I can't do that. I ain't that though.
Not touching that.
I'm just not filling out a team just to fill out a team.
Yeah, not touching that at all. That would have been horrible, yo.
But yo, Fantasyland, yo, AFC South, go ahead and put your best 4 players, 1 quarterback, 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, 1 tight end. Let's see what you got for us. We'll go ahead and feature you on the next show. We'll talk about
players from the same team.
Yeah, you can't pick the same play. 1 player per team. If you pick a position from a team, you can't go back to that team. So you pick your 4, and we'll go ahead and talk about, give you some shout out next, and talk about your team the next
Next
show.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
My squad looks tough, but I think all of us look the same.
Dude, I feel like you drafted my team. I don't like. I like when you go
There was
first.
literally no other
He's
team.
just picking at everything that we picked.
Yeah,
Yo,
I don't.
get
I like
outta
when you go
here,
first,
dude.
bro.
Yo, get outta here.
I mean, you have to understand.
My
The
squad
dude
is
never made
still
the
the top
playoffs.
squad.
Bro.
He
You got to
never made
understand.
the playoffs. Never made the playoffs.
He's
Bro,
looking.
you
He's
just
looking
made
at
it.
How do you
winners.
feel about never making
He's
the
looking
playoffs?
at
I
winners,
feel
man.
like shit. I mean, we gonna be real, yeah. Shit, I be
If
I
we
be
don't
pissed.
make the
See.
playoffs this year, what's
See.
going to happen?
I'm pissed, bro.
See.
I'm just pissed.
See,
Let's
let's do this.
We
Let's
gonna
do
get
this.
back to the same level.
Hey, I'm gonna say something, man. I'm gonna say something.
Here you go.
No disrespect.
You want me to end the show quick?
No. I want you to keep it on the show because this is worth
Yo, what's up?
capturing.
Bringing me the congregation.
No, it's not even. No, I don't do that. I don't do that. That's your.
People going to be coming to the congregation on
You're
the
gonna
show
be coming.
this
Yeah.
week.
So
This coming year.
see, if you don't make the playoff in any league that all 3 of us is in,
Oh, okay.
key thing is
All right.
all 3 of us has to be
No
in
matter
that
if
league.
I get into another league.
No, it
All right,
has
cool.
to be all 3 of us.
All right.
Right. If you don't make the playoff in any leagues we're in, how about you producing some shows and not participating?
Yeah, you just gonna kick me out the whole squad?
I'm not kicking you out. I'm just saying a few shows.
A few shows.
A few shows. A few shows.
Just go ahead and produce it and just let y'all
what do you
boys
think,
be out
PJ?
there?
I feel like he should
Yeah.
just sit in the corner right there and it's like,
Yeah, I
just
agree.
listen.
But you realize the only
No,
person
you-
that can really talk and do that would be Pete, because realistically, yes, I didn't make it last year.
No, we're
you
not
didn't
talking
make
about-
it at any league.
No, we're not talking about last year. There you
But
go. Last year.
he won a league.
But I'm
I
talking.
won a league too.
No.
not a league that we were all in, though.
Listen to the rules. All 3 of us in the league.
All right.
And you only need to make, I don't care where you could be out in the first week. You just need to make the playoff.
All
If
right.
you don't,
All right.
if you don't,
Are we extending the playoffs?
you just gotta. I think you just gotta produce a show from the corner, not be on
and just
camera,
be like, yo,
and you can only talk on a mic when we say so.
I got this. I'm actually gonna be winning 2 championships, bro. I'm gonna be winning 2 championships.
Bro, I have.
I'm winning the Dynasty League this year,
I
and
have
I'm gonna win.
no intention of not making a playoff.
I'm coming in here
this
with,
year.
I'm coming in here with 2 belts.
I know where my mistakes were last year,
Definitely.
and I'm ready. I'm ready, dude. I've been
What
thinking
were
about
your
fantasy.
mistakes?
In Dynasty, it was like Dynasty.
No,
I drafted well.
NFF.
My issue in NFF was
Zeke
see.
for me.
It was Fournette and another running back that I had that went down. I think if Fournette had stayed, I'm making a playoff. You see what I'm saying? But Fournette got cut. Like, dude, Fournette got cut the week before game start.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Fournette would probably have been still on the team right now if they
Dude.
with the new head coaching.
Yeah.
Yes, he would have.
He would have still.
He
been on the
would
team
have
right
been
now.
on the team. And some news came out. I know we were coming to the end of the show,
Yeah.
but I got to tell you. And Bruce Arians said, like, Fournette.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, you heard about that.
Yep.
Fournette feeling some type of way, and he was like, yo, take 30 minutes and go sit down and tell me if you still want to be on the team.
If you don't, then I'll let
If you
go.
don't, I'll let you go.
Yeah, straight up.
It's either you on the team or you're not. If you're not, I'll let you go. I'll let you go do what you
So
want.
it would be Ronald Jones by himself?
Yeah, he was gonna let him
He was
go,
gonna let
and then he 30 minutes after Fournette came back and says, "Coach, I want to be on the team."
Yeah.
And in the game right after, Ronald Jones got injured, and then that's when
went
Fournette
off.
got injured.
Yeah.
Got featured.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's like this. You're like, hey, listen, we're trying to build a championship. We have the core. We have it here. You're either with us or you're not.
And
We
he
gonna
made the
win a
right
ring.
choice. Right now, he has a
Oh,
ring.
yeah, all day.
Yeah.
He has a ring that he can pawn if he's out of money. I'm just saying.
And you know what's crazy about that? If he was released, I think that would have been a bigger issue for him.
Of course,
Because a lot
because
of
his
teams would be
attitude,
like,
a lot
why?
of teams don't like his attitude.
Yeah, already.
Like him, like he was injured for a whole season. He came back and then he fought, and they would like a lot of teams like, yo, you're too immature for this team.
Yeah.
So a lot of teams didn't want to take the chances on him. You see what I'm saying? So,
Would have been crazy.
but yeah, man, that backfield, I'm not even touching.
Tampa? Nah, not touching.
Yeah.
Jesus.
There's probably only one Tampa player I'm looking at.
Evans.
Or like
I have
Evans,
two.
and that's it.
I have two.
Yeah.
I have two.
All right, man.
I still believe
That's
in
gonna
God.
be it for us, man. Y'all believe in Godwin?
I still
Yo.
believe in God, man.
Yo, that's
The
gonna
dude
be
has
it for us,
God
man.
in his name, so I got to believe in God.
Hey, don't blame me.
He weren't there last year. Thank you for listening to Locker Code with C Red and PJ, man. Be sure to check us out on lockercode.com for all your fantasy needs, sitting starts, waiver wire pickouts, matchups, all the lovely stuff. Check us out on Locker Code Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, etc. Man, that's it, man. Shout outs.
Yeah, shout out. We got a surprise. I don't know if I can reveal it. I won't reveal it. I guess I'll wait.
Yeah, surprise.
Yeah, I guess I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait until like future shows.
Yo, this dude always does. This.
Yeah, I don't know. What he's
Jesus.
talking
I'll wait on future shows. But yeah,
when we drafted, man.
which one?
Yo, we doing mock draft next week.
It would be good to like fit a
wanna split
best ball draft in that.
Let's do mock draft next week. Instead
So,
of, AFC.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it after the show. We'll
All
put that together. We can create. I have a website that we can create a league, and we can tell few of our fantasy friends to go ahead and participate and make sure it's just us.
Yeah.
So that would be great to have like a 12-team draft. And it will be a best ball draft. You ain't got to worry about it for the rest of the season, but you're just drafting to see what's available to you right now and go from there. So, and I think that would be great. It's a great entertainment for audience, and we can probably, invite somebody on the show, and do that, or we just call somebody and do that. So we'll see.
Go with that too. All right, man. Yeah, that's it.
Yo, we out.
Happy Memorial.